Hi, this is Rachel with Rachel's Reviews, and this is my third entry in my sports movie review series, my favorite sports movies, and this is the movie Hoosiers. And for my money, if I had to pick one sports movie that is my favorite, this would have to be the one I would choose because it's such a small movie and it has such great performances and it uses all the cliches, but it does it in such a satisfying way. And because I have a personal connection to it, I was able to serve a LDS mission in Indiana, and I really saw not only the passion for basketball that they have in Indiana, but also the passion for this movie. It was not uncommon to meet people that would brag about an aunt or an uncle or a friend that had been an extra, that had been in the scene. It was actually filmed in Indiana, which is neat, and that knew either the original team that it was based on out of Milan High School, or they had some kind of memorabilia from the movie, and it captures a uniqueness to the Midwest and to Indiana that I don't think you get everywhere else. In Indiana, it is such a group-oriented place. I've never been to anywhere where civic groups, masonry, churches, clubs, bowling leagues, teams were as big a deal as they are in Indiana. And this movie really captures that everybody is aware of the new coach, played by Gene Hackman, and everyone has an opinion about it, everyone knows, everyone follows the team, and I couldn't believe that a single person that's completely unattached to anybody in high school that would follow the high school basketball game, but they totally do there. It's very common, and I think this movie really captures that sense of community and the sense of everybody wanting to be the coach at the same time there is a new coach. And so Gene Hackman plays Norman Dale. He's the coach, and he's brought in after being leaving a college team in disgrace. He's find out that he's struck a student, and he's given a team with only 7 players. And they pretty much have one player named Jimmy Chitwood, who is the hope of the team. He's a great player, but Hackman comes in and he finds out that Chitwood doesn't want to play, and it's partly because of a teacher of his that feels that Jimmy should focus more on school than on sports. And so Hackman makes a lot of the townspeople upset, because he says, okay, well then fine, that's a good choice, go for it, you can go ahead and concentrate on school. And he also is a stickler with the boys about his offense that he wants them to play. He has a set offense that one of the players actually scores, but he didn't pass it 4 times like Hackman wanted him to do, and he immediately pulls him from the game, even though they don't have many players to work with, and the town people will get really upset. And Shooter is the alcoholic father of one of the players and sort of the town drunk. And so Norman decides to give this guy his sort of last chance, since he's been giving this last chance to coach. And so he makes Shooter the assistant coach, and people get very, very upset. And it's a great performance by Dennis Hopper. It actually got him an Academy Award nomination, and it's just one of the great character performances in the movie. So you kind of get to know their story, you get to know Jimmy's story, you get to know Norman's story, his trying to find redemption with this team, you get to know Shooter's story, and him trying to be a better father and a better person. And it's just about this simple high school Indiana State Championship. It doesn't try to take on any more than that. It's just these boys and this person and telling their story. And I think a great sports movie should be more about characters than about actual sports. You should be able to like a great sports movie even if you don't like sports. And I think that Hoosier certainly qualifies. I think the game scenes are very exciting and the score is wonderful. It actually uses the sound of the basketball as a percussion sound throughout the course of the movie. So you get that slap, 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 slap of a basketball hitting the court, which is really cool. And there's just lots of little touches like that. The scenery is really beautiful. Of course, it reminds me of Indiana. And I just think anybody would really enjoy it. If you haven't seen it, trust me, it's definitely a good rent. So check out Hoosiers and let me know what you think. Thanks.